Welcome, everybody. Hope you're doing well. Film Fan 108 here, and we are going to get into some live stream goodness, baby. So, I'm going to wait till a few of you get in here. We'll start to have some fun. So, it'll be a good one, man. So, I cannot wait to have this great live stream experience with you guys. Cannot wait, man. Oh baby. Let's see here. Oh, Isaacs, hi, how are you? Thomas and Shelly, how you doing? Thomas, sir, thank you for being part of the live stream. Greatly appreciate it. Theodore, hi. Mike, hello, sir. Thank you for being part of the live stream. Oh, Noah, sir, how are you? Hope you are doing well. Robert, sir, what's going on? Thomas and Shelly, thank you so much for really liking the YouTube channel. I really honestly appreciate it, man. Thank you so much. Mark, how are you, sir? Griff, what is up? Andrew, thank you for being a part of this. Christopher, can't wait to see the Friday the 13th box set. Hmm. Oh boy, oh boy. Theodore, I got Tales from the Hood 3 like 5 or 6 days ago. What'd you think about it, Theodore? I honestly really did enjoy Tales from the Hood 3. I really did. Shockingly enough, because I was really thinking that movie was going to be complete dog crap. But it ended up actually being a very pleasant surprise, man. Let's see. I can't wait to hear your titles or you bought. I've been waiting for this unboxing. Andrew, thank you, sir. Thank you for being part of it. Michael, do you have a Letterboxd account? I do not have a Letterboxd account. Honestly, I really don't know much about Letterboxd. It's not really something I've ever really dived into. Should I? Let's see. Noah, I just got another studio to add me on, so I'm doing good. Great, awesome to hear that, Noah. That's really great news, man. Good luck with that, dude. George, I'm doing well, man. How are you, sir? Thomas, have you heard about Collateral, Blade, Coming to America, Beverly Hills Cop, the Hobbit trilogy, and the Lord of the Rings trilogy coming to 4K? Yes, I have heard of all of them coming to 4K. It's big news, man, especially if you're into 4K. Man, that is a massive news, man. And in fact, I ended up just hanging out with some of the guys not too long ago, and John was saying about, oh man, Coming to America and all these ones. Like he's wanting to pick them up, so he's excited, man. Me, I think I'll probably get a few of those titles, but I guess it depends on which ones I'm willing to upgrade on. But I think 4K is worth it if it's for certain titles. Really older titles, some of them don't really work out as well as you want them to, but I think 4K can be really great when done right. So I am looking forward to a few of them, man. Are you a fan of my favorite fan of movie Hook? Ross, I love Hook. I think Hook is fantastic. I saw that when I was a kid. It was a really awesome movie. I think it's gained a lot more love now than it did even back in the day, because I think people really didn't like it back in the day, and I think they've grown to appreciate it over the years. So no, do actually really enjoy that movie, man. Theodore and like the Tales from the Hood 2 was not like that bad, but it was good. To be honest, I would give it a 3. Like, oh, okay, all right. Well, at least you kind of enjoyed it. Tales from the Hood 3. I mean, at least you did. At least it wasn't a complete waste. So. Ryan had to postpone my theater trip. Was getting ready to see Tenet, and unfortunately, they had some car issues. Just my luck on the day my theater reopens. Hey man, I hope the theater experience is good. Glad you get to go to the theaters. My theaters are completely closed. They've been closed since March, so it's not like they've ever reopened. And as far as I'm concerned now, it pretty much is not going to be until spring of next year that I'm even going to get a chance to go to the theaters again. So, hey, at least you get to enjoy Tenet in the movie theaters. Sounds something more than I'm going to get a chance to. Tom and Kelly hunted on Blu-ray and DVD. Did you hear about Amazon Prime doing the Lord of the Rings type series? Yes, Mike, I did hear about the TV series about Amazon Prime and Lord of the Rings, and I'm okay with it. I think my biggest problem is honestly, Mike, is that I'm a big fan of those movies, but I don't think they're really going to be connected to the films exactly. So I don't really know if I'm going to have much interest in it, but it could be good. I mean, I have Amazon Prime, so I'd be able to watch it for free with my account. So I might as well give it a chance regardless, though. Let's see. Griff says I hit the mother load a couple days ago. Friend on the Blu-ray forum sold me his film movement and other DVD collection of over 150 movies for $100. Cannot believe it. Wow, Griff, that is awesome, man. That is absolutely awesome, dude. I hope there's some good titles in there, man. I mean, I've actually seen people who have they bought like a lot of movies, and sometimes what ends up happening is they really get burned because a lot of them are not really all that great. But then again, I've seen people who buy a lot of movies, and it turns out that there's some real gems in there and some really great titles. So hopefully, in your case, it will actually be some good top titles, man. I'm hoping it is, honestly. Thomas, there's new movies on Peacock that I want to go through. Yeah, Peacock streaming is having some new stuff. Not really new as far as in newly made movies, older titles that they're putting on their platform, but if you haven't experienced them or checked them out yet, then yeah, it's definitely worth it. We don't have 4K. Wow. Christopher, sir, how are you? On my first time here on one of your streams. What do you use for a Blu-ray player? I use the PS3. I heard it brings out the best quality better than a Blu-ray player. Christopher, I actually have a few players, to be honest with you. I have my regular Blu-ray player, I have my region-free Blu-ray player, and I have my PS4. Now, I originally got the PS4 to kind of play games on it, and I do on occasion maybe play a game or two, but it really isn't all that much. I mainly use it also for movies, on Blu-ray or something if I want to pick, it up, or I don't want to end up actually like using the Blu-ray player. What the hell? So that's what I do, man. So that is what I use all three of them for, honestly. But the PS4 doesn't really get used a lot. Only when I've sort of used a lot of the other players and they're kind of overheating do I really go to the PS4. But I think, my Blu-ray players are really good with picture quality. I love Sony Blu-ray players. Sony is my preferred Blu-ray player that I get. So I think Sony's great for the picture quality in all of them. I've never had a problem with any Sony Blu-ray player that I've ever had, or even Sony DVD players for that matter. I've had good luck with all of them. Let's see. Noah, my biggest actress crush working today, Scarlett Johansson. Easily. Easily. And you have no idea how there's a lot of guys that I work with who have the same crush as, me. It's just Scarlett is awesome. And, if let's put it this way, Noah. If Scarlett Johansson was waiting in my bed right now, I wouldn't be doing this live stream. Let's see. So we got Christopher. I heard the Lord of the Rings series was going to be about the Second Age and Numenor. I'm not sure exactly what they're going to do with the Lord of the Rings. I know it's not going to be in that same time period or even close to it. I know it's going to be further away. That's why I'm not really sure whether it interests me all that much. I mean, I like Lord of the Rings, but do I love it to want to like invest in a whole TV show? Not sure about that one. Letterboxd is a social network for movie buffs. Like, yeah. Huh. Okay, then I might look into it, Michael. Interesting. Uh, what are your top three best horror movies? Theodore, I can't do that, man. I love horror. I have a lot of horror in the collection. A ton of horror, man. I, I've always said, man, with any movie that I love, it's really not about a top three or anything like that. I mean, I just love movies regardless. That's my thing. So, yeah, I don't consider top three, but I know people love them. So, people have their favorites. I don't have ultimate favorites, but I love a lot of movies, man. Let's see. Seth, did you hit up the Shocktober sale today from Scream Factory? I picked up the two Paul Naschy collections. I did not. I did order certain movies, Griff. I did. Not gonna say what I ordered, but I did do some stuff. In fact, when the guys were over here, when Bob and John were over here, Bob was like, "Dude, how many movies do you order a month, man? How many movies do you order a month? And my God, man, how do you go through as many movies as you do?" I said, "Man, it's just trying to watch something every single day because man, there's always something coming in the mail. There's always, movies to check out and titles to give a chance to. So yeah, man, there's always something worth diving into, dude." How does the Friday 13 movies look like with the 4K scan? I don't know yet. I don't know yet. I have to see how they are. What are new movie Blu-rays coming out soon? If you, Mark, if you actually are wondering what new Blu-rays are coming on the market or stuff that's coming soon, go on Blu-ray.com. Go on Blu-ray.com under you can hit the Blu-ray tab or the DVD tab or the 4K tab, and you can go under new releases and coming soon, and you can see where everything is going to be, the dates that they're coming out. Definitely give that stuff a look because there's times that I literally forget when something is coming out, and that's a really big help to me. So Blu-ray.com is great, man. Let's see. There's yes, there is a PS5 coming with the 4K drive, which is great by the way. The 4K drive is awesome, and it's not going to be something I'm going to pick up, to be honest with you. It's not that I don't love the PS. I love I've had PS3. I've now had PS4. I love them both. PS5 though, I am not as much of a gamer as I used to be, and so for me, investing in investing in a PS5 just doesn't really make any sense as far as I'm concerned. So I'll stick to my PS4. I'm happy, but for anybody who is getting a PS5, I heard it's amazing. So hope you guys have a good one with that, because I'm not gonna pick it up, but everybody enjoy it who's getting the PS5, man. Uh, Yo says, so you see the stuff on the new Friday the 13th that it's gonna need replacement disc. It's bummer for sure. Yes, I will talk about that. That horror dude that I did go on the Blu-ray.com forums today and was looking at everybody who had picked up the set and what they thought about it. And everybody was pretty much like, "Hey, it's really cool. It's really great. I love it." And then there was a list of like maybe three or four things that were issues. To be fair, only only two of those are really issues for me. Only two of them. And honestly, Scream Factory is really good about doing replacement discs, so I don't really see a problem with it at all. People are really complaining about it and really saying this is the most terrible thing in the world and my God, I can't believe they did this. And I'm like, calm down, people. Will you just calm down? We over dramatize way too much. Just contact Shout Factory, contact them, let them know what's going on, and they're really good with fixing it. They've done it before on previous discs. They'll probably do it again. So I really have no worries with it. Yeah, it sucks. It's a bummer, but things can be rectified. It's not a big deal. Oh, see here. Taking a break from Friday the 13th. Yeah, why are you taking a break from part 4 for this? Why, man? Why, dude? Part 4 is so good. Why are you taking a break from it, man? Man, go watch it. Christopher, I hope that the Marvel movies get Blu-ray releases. I hate the Agent of the Shield has only 2 seasons, but there's 7 seasons. Um, Christopher, basically, man, it's all about money. I, I mean, truth be told, man, it's all about money. Okay. Um, I mean, with the Marvel shows that are coming on Disney Plus, I think we will get them eventually on physical, but it just really depends on when we do. Because, I mean, even think about this. We still haven't gotten The Mandalorian Season 1 on Blu-ray yet. So, I think Disney Plus thinks the same way that Netflix does, which is that why should we put it on physical? We're making money from people wanting to stay on the platform watching this. If we get rid of it and put it on streaming, or I'm not on streaming, what am I talking about? Not on streaming, on physical, then we're losing subscribers and they can just wait for those shows to come out on physical. So yeah, there's issues with it, man. So I guess just be patient, honestly, because everything eventually, one way or another, does come on physical. Sometimes you gotta wait longer than others. Hate to say it, man. Let's see. I love horror movies too, man. Great. Noah, if your coworkers haven't seen Don John or Under the Skin, they have to watch it. Not only are they great movies, but some really nice scenes with her. Noah, they honestly, this is actually interesting because they have never seen Under the Skin, but I have, and I have told them about it, and they're like, "Why haven't I heard about this movie?" I don't know. Maybe you're not as much of a movie fan as I am, but hey, I'm letting you know there's movies out there that have some really wonderful Scarlett Johansson moments. So why not take advantage of checking that movie out, right? Hi, Seth. Do you think we will ever see 8K Blu-ray discs? It doesn't make much sense since most people can't tell the difference between 4K and 8K. Okay, here's the deal. I have talked to a lot of my friends. I've talked to a lot of people outside of my normal group that I talk to, and no one, and I mean no one, that I've talked to is interested in 8K. Seriously. And it's not that they it's not like they instantly want to hate on an 8K format. But I think for them, they look at 8K and they're like, what's really the point? I mean, seriously. Look, if you want to argue for 4K, you can argue for 4K. I get it. However, 8K to me doesn't make a single lick of sense. When I look at an image on the TV, my mind can only process so much. can I really process 8K is the real question. And I don't know if I really can, man. I mean, especially then you'd have to make 8K TVs and then of course 8K players, and it's just more money that consumers are willing to spend. And are they gonna want to spend that money on a whole nother format? Look, I personally went from VHS to DVD to Blu-ray and now buying stuff on 4K. And I'm not even buying a hell of a lot of stuff on 4K. It's only just a certain amount of stuff that I want to buy that I think is going to be good enough for me to feel that it's worth it for my wallet to purchase 4K. I'm not even going to start on 8K. And the problem is that people in the industry are even talking about 8K now. So they've completely already started to pass by 4K anyways. We're just not giving these formats enough time to mature. We're not giving them enough time to really give the consumer a chance to really get into them. We're already on to the next format, and that's one of the reasons why physical media is kind of in a little bit of a downslide, because we can't give these formats enough time to breathe and find its audience. And going straight to 8K just zero makes sense to me, man. Just zero does not, man. Mark, what is your best movie of all time? Mark, I have no best movie of all time, man. I don't. I know people really want to pin me down. People really want to pin me down with saying, okay, what's your best movie of all time? And I can't do it. And I'm not going to do it because I love too many movies in order to do it. Because when I think of a best movie, then I'm like, well, what about this one? This one is just equally as good, or that one too. And I just get into this sort of war with myself about what's really good and what's really not, and what constitutes as the best movie. And I love a lot of films. Let's just put it that way, man. Theodore, and I'm actually getting movies for this month. Check my Instagram account. The ones I want you guys to pick up some movies that you guys. Oh, okay, yeah, I definitely will, Theodore. Blu-ray.com is a blessing and a curse because it helps you spend a lot of money. Yes, Griff, it does help you spend a lot of money, man. It absolutely does. I keep on saying to myself, my God, man. Like, some people are addicted to certain things. I'm addicted to movies and physical media. And sometimes that's, as you said, Griff, it's a blessing, and other times it's an incredible curse. You can be addicted to far worse things. Let's be real. um, Mike, did you know the budget for the Lord of the Rings TV show is 1 billion? No joke. Look it up. If you don't believe me, they're doing, wow, man, $1 billion with a B. That's ridiculous. You're pinning $1 billion of hope on Lord of the Rings, and that people are going to be interested in it. Okay. Okay, good luck. That's all I got to say, man. Good luck. Christopher, I thought that Mulan 2020 was coming to Blu-ray November 10th, but then earlier today I noticed it was no longer there. I think there was an announcement for Mulan, I thought, which was in November, but then I think they've maybe, because I don't think there was actually an official announcement for it yet, which is, I think, might have been the reason for that. Because I think there was like maybe some people who were maybe putting it out there a little early, and then it wasn't like an official press release yet. So maybe there will be next week, I suppose. Hopefully. Which, by the way, is, if you really think about it, is actually a really quick turnaround, man. So if it comes out in November, that's actually really great, because it's not going to actually be free on the Disney platform until, I believe, December. So you have like a really great time period where you can still buy it on physical and have it and watch it, for less money than you could actually rent it on Disney Plus. So in fact, in some ways, it might be a benefit to put it out in November, especially for a physical media lover. So it might work, honestly. Thomas, it follows Hollow Man down and Dark Half, Danica, and Sinister, The Boy Next Door, R.I.P.D. Yeah, some good flicks. But they fix it. Yes, that horror dude. Like I said, there is those issues with the box set. If you guys don't know, if you have the Friday the 13th box set, or if you were thinking about picking it up, there is a few issues with the actual discs themselves. With the movies, there's a missing scene, a little bit of a missing audio issue, whatnot. Don't worry about it. Don't freak out about it. Scream Factory is really great with fixing their issues, so it's not even an issue because it will get taken care of. I have 100% confidence in Scream Factory. So if you guys have it, look on the Blu-ray.com forums. There's all kinds of people talking about the issues and contacting Scream Factory. So there's always some bugs that happen. Things get fixed. You guys know that, so don't worry about it. But music. Justin, thank you for being part of the live stream. I can't stay long. However, wanted to say what's up. Hey, man, thank you for being part of it, even for a short bit. Appreciate it, Justin. Uh, do you realize you look just like Cool Duder in the thumbnail? Do I look like Cool Duder? Maybe it's because I have my mouth open because in the thumbnail he always has as well. Without the mask, he'd have his mouth open. Now with actually the mask, can't tell. So, but okay, I guess I look like Cool Duder in the thumbnail picture. Okay. Lears, hello. Thank you for being part of the live stream. Appreciate it very, very much. Thank you. Thank you for checking this out. Robert, do you think Scream Factory will do a Nightmare on Elm Street set next or a Child's Play set next? If I had to pick which one I would want more, it would be a Nightmare on Elm Street set. Hands down. Okay, so there have been several Child's Play sets that have come out. Look, would I love there to be a Scream Factory Child's Play set? Absol-friggin-lutely. I can just see it where like packaging, like it's like a Chucky doll or something. Like it would be perfect, man. But Nightmare on Elm Street. Nightmare on motherfucking Elm Street. Okay. Uh, what's interesting, and I was talking to my friends about this, right? So they've done Halloween box set. They've now done Friday the 13th. They've done an Omen box set. They've done Critters. They've done a lot of really great sets. But what is the one holy grail that they have not done? And that is Nightmare on Elm Street. Now, if I'm Scream Factory, right? If I'm Scream Factory, if I'm like, Jeff Nelson and Cliff McMillan, and I'm those guys who are, the heads of Scream Factory, I would go to Warner Brothers, who I believe now owns all of the Friday the 13th not Friday the 13th, Nightmare on Elm Street franchise. That they own it. I would go to them and say, look at our Halloween box set. It's sold out. Look at our Friday the 13th box set. Everyone's going nuts over it. It's going to sell like huge amounts of copies. It's going to sell out. People are hungry for really great box sets. If they're done right, if they're promoted right, if you appreciate the material, and if you make the set worthwhile for them to want to pick up. It is a no-brainer for me that they should do this. And by the way, I have a feeling that they're already in talks wanting to do it. Because you have to remember that they didn't announce this set the Friday the 13th set for a really long time. But what we didn't realize is that they were actually working on the set for a really, really long time. They were working on the set for like a year before we ever really knew about it. And nobody knew. Nobody. Like they kept that stuff hush hush. So I am almost positive that they are going to be doing a Nightmare on Elm Street set at some point. Because I would figure if I'm them, like that's like the next no-brainer to do. But you want to know what, man? I'm not the people in charge. I don't do the money stuff. So if I'm them, it's 100% worth it, man. But like I said, I'm a huge Nightmare on Elm Street fan. A huge. Like that, I'm a casual fan of the Halloween franchise. I'm a bigger fan of the Friday the 13th franchise, but I am a mega fan of the Nightmare on Elm Street franchise. So for me, that is the next holy grail that needs to be done because let's be real. Nightmare on Elm Street, the box sets that they've put out over the years have been real dogs. They've been real terrible. So if we can get like one ultimate great box set for Friday the Third, or well, duh, we were already getting one Friday the 13th for Nightmare on Elm Street, then I would be incredibly happy. Let's put it that way. Next, we need Scream on a 4K box set. 4K media guy, you know what? I'm gonna agree with you. I honestly do. I actually used to have, which I love that set, and now I'm actually so pissed that I got rid of it. They had the DVD set of the three films, and that was a cool set, man. I love that set. And then they did this little little rinky dink sort of set for like the three of them, and I was kind of like, that really sucks. So to me, yeah, I would love to see a really nice, well done box, well done for Scream. But honestly, what deserves the box set first? Nightmare on Elm Street or Scream? It's Nightmare on Elm Street, man. Scream can have it, and they will, I'm sure. But Nightmare on Elm Street desperately needs it, man. Desperately. Lears, could the streamer or the chat recommend the scariest films they've ever seen? I'm a huge film fan, and so far, the scariest film I've ever seen has been Martyrs 2009, but I'm hoping to find some more. Yeah, can you guys help out, Lears? Help them out, man, and recommend men some flicks for Lears. Um, to me, horror, I guess it all depends on what horror you're into. Cause there's ghost stories, there's slashers, there's demonic entities, there's possession. Uh, Good lord, there's zombies, there's outbreak movies. Oh my god. I mean there's so many different genres. There's horror comedies. There's a lot of things, man. So I guess it depends on what you're actually into. I mean, Martyrs is a great movie, but goddamn, Martyrs is depressing, man. Man, I remember when I first watched Martyrs, and I loved the movie. I think the movie's brilliant, but man, first time I watched that movie, I was like, my God, man, I need to take a massive happy pill. I'm like, God, that really was a downer of a movie. Woo. Let's see. Kev, thank you. Appreciate that, sir. Christopher, 8K sounds like a gimmick to me, same as 4K. I just stick with Blu-ray. Christopher, I'm not gonna lie to you. For me, I look at Blu-ray as sort of the last sort of venture for me as far as like a media platform that I'm like gonna go for in a big bad way. Like I said, 4K is good and I buy it at times, but for me, Blu-ray is the last real like push for me as a physical media lover that I'm really gonna get into. 8K sounds like it's just something to spend more money on. And I don't know, like some people are gonna say, "Wow, AK is amazing," and I can see, I can see the little hairs on Arnold's body when he's naked as the Terminator, and I'm like, what? Like, I'm like, come on, man. So yeah, AK sounds ridiculous to me. So you know, I'm sure people will buy into it. People do, but I'm not gonna really be one of them. Honest to God. Ross, it's pointless to make AK players. Physical media is dying. I wouldn't outright say physical media is dying. I would say physical media has gotten more niche, which is the truth. I think I think what COVID has done has actually highlighted certain things that maybe people have forgotten. And I think physical media is one of them. You have no idea that with the pandemic happening, a lot of people have really invested in different, more ways of entertainment and media than they would have otherwise. And physical media has kind of gotten a bump because of that. Is it like a major bump? Is it like huge revelation of people buying physical media now? No, not exactly, but I think people have enjoyed it a little bit more, which I think helps. So, I guess it depends. I mean, it's still never gonna reach the heights that it used to, but is it outright like dying? No, but should we make AK players? No, I don't think we should. It should, but that's just my opinion. Blu-ray bus until have to change it now. Yeah, I agree, Griff. Absolutely, man. 4K media guy, I'm stopping with 4K. No, I agree with you, man. I agree with you. I think to me, I think as a physical media lover, and I think you guys can appreciate this. There's a lot of us out there that have literally bought it on VHS, bought it on DVD, bought it on Blu-ray, and a lot of people then have now bought it on 4K. So you've literally now bought it either 3 or 4 times, and then we got to rebuy it again eventually on 8K. No, no, man. I don't see it, and so I have no real confidence in 8K. I know they're gonna shove it down people's throats, obviously, but it ain't gonna be something that I'm gonna go for. Oh. 4K Media, I can't wait for the Lord of the Rings 4K steelbooks. Yeah, those do look good. I don't know if I'm gonna be buying the 4Ks or not of the Lord of the Rings set yet. I'm kind of on the fence at this point, but they do look really good though. Not gonna lie. Kev Arnold, have you heard of Farscape and do you like it? How about Babylon 5? Two great shows, not very well known. Kev, I love Farscape. Love, love, love Farscape. I think Farscape is amazing. I think Farscape is absolutely fantastic. It's awesome. Such unique science fiction that people love the Star Treks of the world and they love the Star Wars and that's great and all. But I think Farscape sometimes is a little too weird for people. I think they kind of see these weird Muppets running around and people in these weird costumes and these weird stories, and they're kind of like, this is really, I'm kind of checked out. No, and for me, I was an instant love because of how weird it was, and I think for me, it just made it all the more unique and all the more different than the regular sci-fi shows that you were getting. So I love Farscape, man. Farscape's friggin' amazing. How many movies do you have on Blu-ray? Um, Mark, I actually don't know how many I have on Blu-ray exactly, but I did actually, Bob was here today. My friend Bob was, and he was kind of asking me, how many movies on physical media do you own? And I actually did a count. and I was actually kind of shocked. I was like, okay, I thought it might have been more, but actually, I'm very close to hitting a milestone actually, which is kind of crazy with how many movies I own. But I don't know how many on Blu-ray, but it's actually a huge, huge amount, man, massive amount. Put it that way. Let's see, Justin. One movie that surprised me is Hubie Halloween. I expect to hate it. I have to check out Hubie Halloween. Honestly, I am worried because it's Sandler, and later Sandler is not really my preferred Sandler. So I'm like, oh, it's a cool little Halloween thing, and I kind of want to check it out, but it's Sandler, and I'm kind of worried. But you say it's good though, so maybe we're checking out. Mike, have you seen the trailer to Mel Gibson's already said? Yes, my friend Bob sent me the trailer to Fat Man, and I was like, "What?" And wasn't until I watched the trailer I was like, "Wow, okay, this is different." An R-rated, trying to kill Santa Claus movie. I'm like, my God, man, I don't. Man, and it's so weird because Mel has been like Mel used to be like the like big Hollywood, guy. He used to be the safe guy. Like you would you would love what Mel Gibson was doing because it was safe, right? Oh, he was doing another Lethal Weapon movie, or he was doing this cool little, Jamie Lee Curtis drama film, or he was doing that. Like he was doing safe projects. But ever since he's kind of been on the outs with Hollywood, he's actually been doing some really weird stuff, man. Some really far out things where I was like, man, I never thought I'd see Mel Gibson do half of this shit. So, like, an R-rated Santa Claus movie, I'm like, okay, I'll give Mel Gibson this. It's unique as hell, man. So I'm definitely looking forward to that one. I don't think many kids are gonna be into that. I mean, especially with an R-rated Santa Claus. But I'm definitely down for it. As a Jewish guy, an R-rated crazy Santa Claus movie, shit. Fuck, I'll take it any day of the week. They got see here. Hey, mid-level media, what's up? How are you, sir? Thank you for being part of the live stream. Hotel Mario Screen Factory messing up the set was a guarantee. I don't know if it was necessarily a guarantee exactly, but look, man, I think I think fans, to be fair, go out of their way to look for issues. They really do. At the same time, look, these companies have to do a better job with looking over their product and making sure that everything is good with it. I think it's half and half, man. Scream Factory, I love Scream Factory, and they do a really great job. Are they perfect? No, but then again, is any company 100% perfect? No. So I appreciate what Scream Factory does, warts and all, and I think I at least for my money consider Scream Factory a company that's still worth investing my money into. I don't know whether you guys agree with that, but that's just me, man. Ryan, I'm getting mine from Walmart. Do I contact Walmart or Screen Factory? Well, if you're getting it from Walmart, I'd contact Walmart because I'm assuming you ordered it through Walmart, so I would contact them. Yeah, yeah, man. But if Ryan, Walmart, for me, what I've always said about certain movies, box sets, collector's editions, whatever it is, you really have to sort of weigh where you want to buy it from because some of these places will package things really well, and then other places won't give two shits about how they package things. And you will get something that should have been in pristine condition and it's dented and it's busted. The discs are loose, scratched, and you're like, what the actual fuck? And you get so pissed. That's why a lot of times I go with more of these indie companies that end up shipping stuff out because I think they care a lot more about the product than even something like Amazon. And look, I like Amazon, but I fully realize that Amazon, they ship out a lot of shit, every single day. If they're packaging the Friday the 13th set, how well are they packaging that sucker? Okay, really, how good are they packaging it? Because how good is somebody gonna slip that in and seal it up without really realizing that the postal service is gonna fuck that thing up to save their lives? So I don't know, man. I contact Walmart, but good luck. I hope it comes in at least one workable piece. Hopefully. Cameron, definitely the mouth open deal. Yes, yes, definitely indeed, Kev. Griff, it's tough with these bigger sets, but they do get messed up sometimes. Severin had an issue with the Adamson set. It happens. Yeah, it happens, man. Look, none of these companies are perfect. And when they're putting out a huge box set, like the Al Adamson set or the Halloween set or, now the Friday the 13th box set, there's gonna be an issue one way or another with something. Like you can literally dot all the I's and cross the T's and you can do all that stuff. But at the end of the day, something is gonna slip. Something is gonna happen, and you just have to hope that it's not too severe. And from what I've seen, it's not crazy severe. So these are easily fixable things. Put it that way. Troy, and thank you for actually put that up, Troy. Scream Factory needs to get on Halloween 4, Howling 4, 5, and 6. So here's the deal, Troy. Um, Vinegar Syndrome was actually supposed to release, I believe, I don't know whether it was 4, 5, and 6. Believe it was 4, 5, 5, and 6 on a Blu-ray collector box set. It was either between that or the Amityville films. And they chose the Amityville films over the Howling films. And it kind of broke my heart because I kind of wanted the Howling films in a box set. And I really hope that Vinegar Syndrome has not abandoned that idea because I would love to see those films on a box set. I just think they thought that the Amityville set would obviously sell more than the Howling set. And maybe they're not wrong, but to me, I would buy that in a heartbeat. I'm not as much of a fan of the Amityville movies as I am of the Howling films, but I understand that Amityville is more of a brand, is more of a marketable brand that people are going to buy more of. So I get it, but I just please, I hope they put out that set eventually because it is really cool, man. Thomas, Darkman has a Scream Factory release. Yes, it does indeed have a Scream Factory release, which is actually quite good, honestly. That's not bad release. Theodore, between Ouija Crash and Ouija Mummy, what movie would you buy first? Neither. Yeah, not gonna take the bait on that one. Neither, man. Sorry. 4K media guy, would it include Freddy versus Jason again? Oh, if they were to do the Nightmare on Elm Street set, I guess it would have to, right? Because because for fans of like the Nightmare on Elm Street set, Maybe they didn't pick up the Friday the 13th set, so they would have to have the Freddy versus Jason movie in there still. I guess it would make sense though, right? So yeah, they would have to put it in there. I know it would kind of seem kind of redundant, and it might probably be the same disc as what we get in the Friday the 13th set, but I guess they would have to put it in there though. Yeah, yeah, they definitely would. It better remake this. Yeah, I see that's the one thing about the Nightmare on Elm Street box set that I don't want. I don't want the Nightmare on Elm Street remake in the box set. I don't want it, dude. I don't want it because I hate that movie with a passion. I do not want that in the set. But unfortunately, Scream Factory has already kind of set the precedent. And what I mean by that is like the Halloween set had the Rob Zombie films. The Friday the 13th set I know has the Friday the 13th remake, so it would only make sense that a Nightmare on Elm Street box set from Scream Factory would have the remake. Nobody wants it, man. Nobody wants that turd. Nobody. So the fact that you would actually put that in the set really breaks my heart, man. But it's a movie I would never watch again. I watched it once. I watched it one time. I'd never watch it again. Never. Never. Never watch it again, man. Absolutely not. Uh, Troy Evans, Ghoulies box set, Return of the Living Dead box set. Return of the Living Dead, I don't know about Return of the Living Dead, man, because I only really like part one, and I enjoy to a certain extent part two. Three is not terrible, actually. Three has some good redeeming value, but Vestron actually just put out a really great addition for that movie. And really, do you want Rave to the Grave and Necropolis in a box set? Because those movies are real supreme garbage, man. So that's up to you. You're more than welcome to, but it's no. But I will say the Ghoulie set though I actually would be interested in the Ghoulie set. I think the Ghoulie set would be actually kind of cool. Mid-level media. If they did Nightmare on Elm Street box set the way they did Fred 13th, I think I might cry. um, I would cry too. I would cry tears of joy and happiness because I would be like, finally, we get a goddamn box set for the Nightmare on Elm Street series that so desperately deserves it. I mean, hell, the Halloween box set stuff, we've gotten some really great additions for the Halloween stuff. We've got some really great additions that have come out for the Friday the 13th, but it seems like a Nightmare on Elm Street is always the series that gets the shortchange. And I'm like, why? Why can't us Nightmare on Elm Street fans have something good? Why? We need it. Scream Factory, are you listening? Put this box set out next year. Hopefully, COVID will actually be done at that point. Actually, you can have some really great special features. So, just saying. Let's see. Theodore, thank you for being part of the video, man. Appreciate it. Session 9 is a great movie special K. Thoughts on the Shutter Blu-ray releases, Christopher? When I do the out and about and I see the Shutter releases, um, unfortunately, I don't get to watch many of the Shutter releases because I don't have the streaming platform for Shutter to watch them. But I hear a lot of mixed things about these movies. Some of them are really cool, and some people really like them, and there's other people who look at those Shutter movies and are like, yeah, they're not really all that great. They're kind of, uh, I guess it depends. Let's put it that way, man. I mean, I've seen a lot of horror movies. I love a lot of horror stuff, but I guess it depends on. I guess it honestly depends on if you're willing to give these movies a blind buy and a chance. If that's the case, why not just, you know, do like a month worth of streaming on Shutter and check them out for yourself before buying the Blu-ray? That means it would only make sense, but that's just me, man. JR, do you ever buy the lower quality DVDs like Sinister Cinema or Alpha Video for more obscure films? I really don't. It's not that I don't like obscure movies, because I have a lot of obscure movies in the collection. But that being said, I don't I don't really like buying from certain companies that I don't really know a lot about, or companies that are maybe not on the up and up. So I try to stick with companies that I know and I love, and ones that have a good reputation. And also, I don't buy as many DVDs as I used to. So I don't really go out of my way to buy DVDs so much anymore. I'm more of a Blu-ray guy. So the DVDs are just not my thing most of the time anymore. You know, the ones that I have, and I may buy occasional ones, but yeah, not too much. Griff, did you end up watching Frankie and his pals? Yes, Griff, I did. And I will talk about it during the pickup video, which I want to say, by the way, the pickup video might not come out until next weekend. I know I pushed it back enough, and I know you guys are probably losing your minds over, like, well, wait a minute, I thought he said he was going to release it. I said, there's some things coming up with family this weekend that I was hoping maybe was going to get pushed back, but that ended up not being the case. So it's going to be tough for me to put it out this weekend like I was hoping for. But if not, then it's definitely going to be next week, man. I did watch Frankie and Pals though. I did. Won't say what I thought about it, but you'll get my thoughts in the next Blu-ray pickup video. Most likely, I hate to say it, next week. Let's see. Christopher Barker, I say physical media has gone back to the collector, which makes it niche. People have gotten too comfortable with the convenience of streaming. Christopher, I agree with you. People have gotten very comfortable with streaming. Look, you don't have to get up. You don't have to, you know, actually take a disc out and put it back in your collection. You know, you can just sit on your ass and just, have the remote, and it can work for yourself. And there is no real effort. And I get it. I understand it. But there's almost an appreciation of these movies coming back to the collectors again, because I think I think a lot of people just bought movies for the sake of buying movies, right? Oh, well, my next door neighbor was buying this movie, and so he bought the movie, so I kind of got to be hip on the new trend, so I'm gonna buy the movie. And it was just this thing of DVD being new, and then Blu-ray, and then them getting into it. And I think now it goes back to the collectors, like a lot of you guys and me, who can really appreciate it more than just the casual person. I still want the casual person to still get into these movies and these releases, obviously, but it's not like it's going to go back to the old ways. I think the collectors are going to still have that great handle on still keeping physical media worth it for the collector aspect to it. That's just me though. Ryan, a true horror film to me is American Pie Girls Rule. Started on Netflix, and I'm in no rush to start it back up. Ryan, brother, I said my piece about Girls Rules on the last Out and About. I stand by my comments 100%. I do not change my comments at all. That movie is trash, and and this is coming from a guy that likes the American Pie film. So it's no hate towards the American Pie movie. That's just that movie's really bad, dude. Aaron said Warner Brothers should release a Blu-ray 4K and digital of a film from early 1990s. Huh. Let's see. Christopher once unless it stops working, then I rebuy it. Yeah, that's a good way to do it, Chris. Farscape is awesome. Lex was unique and interesting. Jr. Lex was really cool. I want to be measured to. Yes, I agree. Stargate SG-1 Blu-ray. I think that I would love a Stargate SG-1 Blu-ray. Are you fucking kidding me? Good God, man. I don't think we're ever gonna get that though. I hate to say it, but I think I don't think I mean I don't think there's really an interest. Well, I shouldn't say that because there is a real big interest for Stargate, but I mean I think they shot it in a way that I don't think that it's maybe they're afraid the quality's not going to be good or something. I think I might have heard that one of these times. Look, I own Stargate Atlantis on Blu-ray, and I love that. So if it was SG-1, I would buy it, man, because I love that show. I think it's cheesy as shit, but it's great science fiction, man, and I love it, dude. Let's see. Hey, Breaker, how's it going? How's it going? Thank you for being part of the live stream. 4K Media Guy, do you watch other media YouTubers? Yes, I do actually. I watch Cinema Sickness. I watch Duran Cinema. I watch Cinestalker, Cool Duder, Wet Movie One. You know, I watch these guys. I appreciate them. I think they're all really decent people for the most part, and they have some really wonderful collections. And if I can be even even like within 2,000 miles of reaching those guys and their great collections, then man, is it worth it? Though those guys are awesome. I do watch some media YouTubers um, when I get the chance, and of course, there's other really great ones out there as well that I really enjoy. Those are some of the top ones that I do for sure, man. I'll see. It's a bit like the Alien box that I have and includes Prometheus, which is a snow owl. Yeah, that's true, George. I wouldn't want a Final Destination set. I like the first two films, and outside of those two films, I'm not really a fan of the rest of them. They're not terrible, but it's not really something I crave to want to buy. Do you guys realize it? All right, so now that I've answered a ton of comments from you guys, I want to know now. Do you guys want me to show off the horror media goodness? Do you guys want to? Let me know. Do you guys want me to do it? All the horror media, physical media goodness. Do you want to see it? I want to see what you guys will say. Yes, please. Curious idea there. Let's see. You guys want to see it? Sounds very weird, Griff. Very weird, sir. But I'll completely accept it. You guys, come on. I want to know. Do you guys want to see all of the media that I have? I want to know. Yeah, do you? When you kid just woke up on this 3 a.m. Bernard, 3 a.m. My God, man, and you woke up to this face? Oh man, oh, you got some problems, brother. Oh, okay, all right, okay. I just want to tell you guys that along with showing off the media and everything, I also made myself some popcorn. So I'm gonna eat some popcorn here. Eat some popcorn. So okay. So wait, animator, what's up, sir? Okay, now I'm gonna be eating some stuff. So okay. Okay. So I woke up to words. All right, fair enough. Okay. So we're gonna show off a bunch of media. We're gonna show off a bunch of stuff. I have my wonderful little knife there. So the first thing I want to show off, Jared, to make an oven. No, I made some for me, Jared. Hello. Silhouetted animator. Did you see the Fire in the Sky will be getting a region release in December? I did. I did notice that, and I love that movie. It's a great flick. So that's definitely worth it to pick up if you're a fan of that film. Okay, the first thing that I picked up, I'll start with the smaller stuff first. Okay, I'm not gonna dive right into the mega big one, guys. Okay, I know you guys kind of want me to, but no, I'm not gonna do it. And the first thing, that small little thing that I picked up that I kind of wanted to show you guys that I got recently was uh Wet Hot American Summer. I picked up the Blu-ray of this, man. I hadn't actually seen this in a really long time, and I wanted to kind of check this out again. And I thought, God, it actually was a little bit of a small price, and why not pick it up? So I did. Actually, it's not from Kino. Honestly, it's not from Kino at all. So I did actually pick this one up. So I am actually kind of gonna. Ooh, I like that. I like that cover, man. That's a nice cover. That's great. Yeah. And yes, Wet Hot American Summer. I didn't get this at the Dollar Tree. I did not. I know people have found it at the Dollar Tree. I did not pick it up at the Dollar Tree. Isn't there a um isn't there a prequel to Wet Hot American Summer? I think there is. Isn't it on Netflix or something? I believe there is. I've never actually watched it. I remember watching this one a long time ago, really enjoyed it, and finally wanted it in the collection. So Wet Hot American Summer, I definitely did. So I picked that one up. So definitely worth it for that one. Then I ended up getting. Oh, okay. Let's show off this one here. The next title that I picked up, and this one actually is from Kino. And then see what yeah. I've never seen it at the. I know some people have though, but I've never seen it. The next thing is from Kino, and that is none other than Devil Bat. Bella Lugosi, Devil Bat, right here, guys. Let's open this sucker up right here. Yeah, the Devil Bat. Look at this, man. So, the reason why I picked up the Devil Bat, why I picked this movie up, and I think a lot of you guys may not understand the fact of like, okay, why would you pick up an old school movie? But I actually really love Bella Lugosi. I grew up with Bela Lugosi. My mother was a huge Universal Monsters fan, loved Dracula and Frankenstein and all those people. And actually what I found when I was in my late teens, early 20s was I found the Ed Wood movies. I found Plan 9 from Outer Space and Bride of the Monster, and I saw those movies, and it sort of, I think, kind of reignited my love for Bela Lugosi. And even though those movies are cheesy as shit, they're fun. They really are fun, man. And so I've always tried to find some unique old school horror films from time to time, ones that maybe not everybody is like clamoring to go out and buy. And Devil Bat is one of those ones that kind of seemed really unique. Somebody has showed it off on Facebook, and I was like, "Oh my god, I'd never heard of that one." So I definitely wanted to check out this one. So yeah, this is really cool. And then goes right there. Very nice, man. I'm actually really excited to check out the Devil Bat because I love me some really cool Lugosi, man. I really honestly do. See you later, JR. Thanks for being part of the live stream, man. The domain tell maybe from Good Times at all. Okay, interesting. So yes, I did pick up the Devil Bat. So I'm looking forward to checking this one out. Then the next thing that I picked up, I will show you guys the next thing. Christopher, I got into old school movies after seeing Bram Stoker's Dracula, Mary Shelley's Frankenstein. Yes, those are really great movies. It's good to kind of get into old school stuff from time to time. Then the next thing that I picked up here, and we go from the Devil Bat to all the way to newer horror. And Jordan, how are you, sir? Thank you for being part of the live stream. See, Bernard, it actually paid off to check out this live stream, man, at 3 a.m. In the goddamn morning. So it actually did pay off, man. And the next title that I picked up was Starry Eyes. Yeah, look at Starry Eyes, man. Very unique, very interesting horror movie, man. Boy, this movie was a trip, dude. Crazy trip, man. This one really was, man. And I definitely wanted to like pick this up because I don't know if this is in many people's collections or many people really know about this one. But I definitely wanted to check it out, dude. And so the first time that I ever watched Starry Eyes, I watched it on Netflix. And I got to admit, the first time I watched this movie, I did not like it. Like, truth be told, I watched this movie and I was like, boy, man, this is really just out there, and it does not make a lick of sense to me. And I'm like, and I had heard good things about it, and everyone's like, oh, this movie's great, and I'm like, great, what? Like, I'm like, this movie's, it's not that great, man. And so for a long time, I didn't watch it again. And then I don't know, one night I just was like, I'm trying to find something to watch, and I'm trying to go through my collection, and I'm like, fuck it, man, I can't pick anything. So I go on Netflix and I see Starry Eyes again. And I'm like, fuck it, I'll watch it. And I actually think this movie is better the second time than the first time, because the first time there's so much information hitting you, and there's so much like things that are kind of you don't understand that you kind of leave a little bit confused. But the second time, things start to make a little bit more sense. And I actually really enjoyed it the second time around. And I figured, what the hell, man? I'll pick up Starry Eyes for the collection. Like I said, it's one of those movies that I don't know whether people really know much about the movie, or whether it's like one of those movies that people have like talked about a lot. But it's a very interesting one, just about this girl that is trying to be she's trying to be an actress, and she gets this audition and she gets the part, but something is kind of happening to her, and I don't want to really say much more other than that. But it's a really unique and interesting movie that you may have to watch a few times to actually appreciate, but it's actually pretty good, man. So I'm actually happy to finally get this one. Starry Eyes from Dark Side Films. Know nothing about it, but it's from the same company who did Stakeland. Yes, and Stakeland is a really great movie as well. Have to check out Starry Eyes. That cover looks cool. Yeah. If you look, it's like kind of like, it's almost like she's dead. She's kind of like she's kind of like looking dead. So yeah, that's actually a really cool one. So yeah, so this is one glad to finally have. Very cool. So we go from some weird horror to actually something that's actually not horror, but it is from Kino Lorber, and that is, oh god, and I haven't seen this film in fucking forever. Good, and that is Gotcha. Look at Gotcha, baby. Woo! Man, I believe she's trying to seduce him. Good, good load. Yeah, man, look at that sucker. Anthony Edwards, man. Young Anthony Edwards. Oh my god, man. Gotcha. Holy shit, man. Woo! Good load. This has been one that when Kino Lorber announced this, I was on this, man. I was on this big time, man. I was, dude, honestly. You know, it was one myself. Hey, man, who's your favorite actress? I like Amy Adams. She's gorgeous. And Reggie, I love a lot of actresses. Amy Adams is absolutely awesome. Scarlett Johansson, of course, too. Yes, Gotcha did, and Indy Gotcha, really great flick, man. It's like a sex comedy mixed with a spy action movie. Like it's a really cool little flick that I don't think has ever really gotten a lot of notice before. I don't really think it has, man. And Anthony Edwards is great here, man. Remember when like Anthony Edwards was like, like really like prime time, Revenge of the Nerds and Gotcha, and then even in the '90s when he was doing ER, and you don't really hear much about Anthony Edwards anymore, man. Which really kind of sucks, cause man, he was really great, dude. You don't hear much about the dude. It's a real shame, man. Huh? Yeah, you really don't. Huh? Yeah, Gotcha's really great, man. Really, really love this one. So yes, Kino Lorber love, not horror, obviously, but come on, it's a really great film. Okay, so we go from weird sex comedy action to more horror, and this one actually I wanted to pick up because I've realized that I believe this was actually going out of print from Scream Factory, and if I didn't get it, I was kind of like okay, I'm gonna miss out on this one, and that is none other than Q, the Winged Serpent. Oh, look at that, so good, so great, man. I love that. That is great, man. Awesome flick, man. God, I have not seen this one in a long ass time. Let's see here. They used to sell gotcha guns when I was a kid. Fuck, I'm old. Breaker, yeah, you're pretty old, man. I don't want to insult you, man, but this is the truth. Kresha, how are you? Thank you for being part of the live stream. Honestly, never heard of this one. You've never heard of Q the Winged Serpent, Griff? You? Oh, yes. This one is great. Directed by Larry Cohen. Larry Cohen was an amazing director. He directed movies like The Stuff, which was really great. The It's Alive trilogy. He ended up directing those films and a bunch of other stuff. He's great. This is a really great, cool little sort of monster horror flick, which is really fun, man. This one's great. And actually, what I noticed again is that this was actually going out of print, as is a lot of Scream Factory titles are going out of print. And so I was like, oh my god, I forgot this was going out of print. So I ordered this one through Amazon, and very happy to own it, man. Very happy. Like I said, I haven't seen this one in a long time, man. But I remember really loving it. And more Scream Factory in the collection is never a bad thing. And I mean that because I truly do love Scream Factory, man. I really honestly do. Tell hell, Blue Underground released Q the Winged Serpent 15 years ago. Thomas, 15 years ago. Good lord, man. Jason, fuck man, I seen that right on Amazon. Please. And don't, haha, very nice. Anchor Bay released it in 1998. Holy shit, wow. Yeah, it's been released to death on media, but it's a really good one to finally have in the collection, man. So okay, so I got that one, guys. Right. Then we actually go from Scream Factory to Massacre Video, where I picked up. Actually, this one, it's not out of print, but with the slip, it is out of print, and I just happened to pick it up with the slip through eBay, and that is none other than Hack O Lantern. Yes, look at this beauty. Woo! Hack O Lantern, man. Good lord, man. And then in here, the wonderful cheesy chick there holding the guy's head. That slip is wild, baby. Okay, so the only reason I know about this movie, truth be told, the only reason why I do is because of Red Letter Media. Red Letter Media reviewed it on one of their Halloween specials, and I was like, this thing looks really cheesy and really weird, and I'm kind of fascinated, and I kind of want to check it out. So I was kind of searching for it, and I heard there was an edition that came out. It had the slip and everything, and it was really cool. And of course, I go on Massacre Video site, and of course, it's sold out, obviously. And so I had to search through eBay, and I searched for a while for a really good price, to be fair, and found this. And wow, so with the slip there, the back, some really weird and wild and ridiculous horror, some cheesy horror flicks. Not half bad. Hack O Lantern. I'm sure it's probably a good movie, all things considered, but probably very cheesy and ridiculous. But if you guys know me well enough, you know I really like some cheesy and weird flicks, man. Let's see what it. I have that Blu-ray. It's ridiculously great stuff. It is awesome, sir. Hack O Lantern sounds hella fun. I'll search for it. Yeah, definitely search for it, Christopher. And there's Halloween Night and Death Mask in other countries. Really? Very fascinating information, Thomas. Okay, so yeah, so Hack O Lantern, it looks cheesy as shit, but I'm looking forward to it, man. All the fun for that. That looks really cool. And like I said, this chick holding that guy's head. So we go from. I think the cover is cool. I think it's a cool cover, man. I honestly do, dude. So we go from sort of weird B movie horror, I guess, to more weird B movie horror. And this one I got because I really like the filmmakers, man. They're two really nice people, and I figure why not. This is from Slasher Video, and that is Cinco de Mayo right there. Look at that, Cinco de Mayo, baby. Another holiday horror flick. Very interesting. Cinco de Mayo, baby. Look at that, man. Very interesting. Cinco de Mayo. Oh boy. Cinco. Okay, so let me open up Cinco de Mayo. Oh, Cinco de Mayo, man. Mexican killer. Mexican killing goodness, baby. Okay, so. Oh, yes. So the reason why I know this flick, and I've never seen it actually, so this is a complete blind buy, but it's from the same filmmakers who directed. What's the one there? Trying to see action. Here, streets. The island. Trying to look. There's one that they did, which is actually really good, honestly. I'm trying to see if I can find it here. Streets. Answer Squad. It's tough when you have everything, you don't know where everything is. Streets of Vengeance here. Let's see. Streets. Streets. Streets of Vengeance. Can't really find it. Kind of weird. I thought I had it. Streets of Vengeance. Yeah, so the movie, I can't find it honestly, guys, but there is a movie that they directed called Streets of Vengeance, and it's actually a really really great flick. Oh, here it is. Here it is. Yeah, right here. Is Streets of Vengeance. So they directed Streets of Vengeance. And Streets of Vengeance is a really awesome sort of women's action flick, which is really cool. Really like this one a lot, and I've actually sort of traded back and forth messages with them on Instagram. Really great filmmaking team that did Streets of Vengeance. And so they did one before Streets of Vengeance called Cinco de Mayo, which I've never seen, never heard of before, but it's sort of a, like I said, Mexican killer flick, which, again, weird, slasher, stalker, horror flicks, I'm down for. I'm cool with. So I'm definitely interested in checking this one out. If it's half as good as Streets of Vengeance is, then I'm definitely gonna give it a chance, man. So Cinco de Mayo, I'm really looking forward to this one in a big bad way, man. Thank you, Jason. Appreciate that, man. Yes, Cinco de Mayo horror, Curious Hawk, crazy, right? Like they've done Christmas, they've done. I think they've even done like Easter horror films. They've done St. Patrick's Day horror stuff. Obviously, they've done Valentine's Day. They've even done, I think, July 4th, like Independence Day horror stuff. I didn't think they'd ever do Cinco de Mayo horror, but I guess time to time anything's possible, right? So it does look good to me, man. Blu-ray collection, Critters 2. Yes, Critters 2 was Easter. That's actually a good point. So Cinco de Mayo looks really good. And of course, if you guys have not checked out Streets of Vengeance, definitely do it. Really, really great flick. Definitely worth checking out for sure. Cinco de Mayo, definitely looking forward to that one. Then we go from weird holiday horror slasher stuff to actually going to a whole nother dimension. And that is none other than Silent Hill from Scream Factory, baby. Silent Hill, which I found at Best Buy, man. I found this one at Best Buy, dude. And I was really happy finding this at Best Buy, man. You cannot believe how happy I was finding this sucker, man. Truth be told, when I found it at Best Buy, I was a little bit kind of hesitant whether I was gonna buy it or not because I do enjoy the movie. I haven't watched it in a long time, but I do really like the flick, man, and it's unique horror. I like the designs of sort of the creatures, and I like the world of Silent Hill. And to be honest with you, when I watched this in the movie theaters, and I watched it, I believe with Bob, I did. Truth be told, Pyramid Head. Man, Pyramid Head is one badass motherfucker, man. Pyramid Head, dude. Like, there's that one scene where I think he literally like skins somebody alive, and I'm like, oh my fucking god, man! Like, Jesus Christ, like this fucker. Like, I'm like, good god, man. Silent Hill is really cool. Can be pretty brutal at times, man, but is just a really great horror flick. Again, it's been a while since I've watched it, but man, do I really remember loving this flick, dude. Seeing the games are great. Silent Hill is great. Still play the game. I have to admit, I've never played the games before. Then again, I'm not a huge gamer or anything. I'm not really. It's not that I hate gaming or anything. I actually really like gaming, but I just never really played the Silent Hill games. But I do actually really wanted to check this movie out because again, me being a horror lover, of course, it only makes sense that I would actually want to actually check it out. So let's see here. So again, we've got the slip right here. Very nice. Let's see what we got here. Then let's take off the plastic. And then let's see. Ooh, see on the flip side here. Oh, very nice. Look at that. Ooh, cool. Yep, definitely switching to this one. Definitely switching to this cover. The Silent Hill cover. Very nice. Very nice. Oh, cool. Yes. Welcome to Silent Hill. Oh, very nice. Look at that. Very cool. Oh, awesome. Okay, Silent Hill is in the collection now. Very cool. It's kind of one of those things where sometimes sometimes I wonder whether it's worth it to pick up certain editions of movies, and then I say no, and then when it goes out of print, I get so pissed off about it. And this was one that I was like, if I see it over at Best Buy, I might as well buy it because if I don't, and then it goes out of print eventually, I'm gonna be so pissed, and I'm gonna pay more money, and I'm gonna have to I'm gonna have to give those damn scalpers all the money, and I don't want to do it. So I'm like, whatever. So I'm gonna do that. So I picked it up. It's really cool, man. I like the other Silent Hill cover way more. Yeah, but it's kind of nice to have the reversible art. So so there you go, man. So Jason, what horror movies you recommend me watching? Jason, man, I could recommend you everything in my goddamn collection. Uh, you know, yeah, honestly, what I tell people with horror movies is start with the basics. Okay, start with your Jasons, your Freddys, your Michaels, your Chuckies, your Leatherfaces, and then sort of branch out from there. And see where you go next. I mean, like I said, horror is all about exploration. Really, it honestly is. And you want to know what I would honestly recommend to you, honestly, is there's actually a really great, and I don't know if you guys actually ever remembered this or not, but there's actually a really great, um, it was the top 100 horror moments of all time. And it was on Bravo years and years ago when Bravo was actually an indie channel that showed indie movies and horror stuff years and years ago. And they had a top 100 horror flicks or horror moments, and it's basically a whole list of really great and unique horror films that have come out over the course of the decades, and it would have all of these great horror directors and writers and actors who talked about those moments and being involved in them, and it was a really fantastic list. Go on YouTube, check out top 100 horror movie moments, and you should be able to find it. and that'll give you some really great recommendations that you did not know before, because I even found a lot of horror flicks that I didn't know about because of that list. So that's a great place to start, and then kind of branch out from there. So yeah, I would definitely do that, man, honestly. So let me have some more popcorn. All right, and then we will get to our next one. I swear to you guys. Okay. So the next thing I'm going to show you guys. Oh yeah, those are the Griff. The Universal Monster stuff is really, really great. That's also a really great springboard for other horror stuff. The Universal Monster sequels, and then other stuff that inspired from it, like things like Monster Squad. So yeah, there's really great. That's a really great place too. So the next thing I'm going to show you guys is a box set that I promised you I was going to unbox and show you guys during the next live stream. And I was not going to break my promise to you guys. I was not going to do it. And that is none other than the Fly collection, baby. Look at this. Look at that Fly goodness. Oh, baby. Oh, the Fly. So good. Ah, the Fly, man. Yeah, baby. Look at that. Fly, man. I just watched Ice Cream Man on. Oh, boy. That is great. This is great. Another Scream Factory goodness here. And I gotta tell you guys, you know, I've seen people say, "Oh, hey, I found it at Walmart." God bless those people. I have not found it out at Walmart to save my life, and I've looked every single week. Jason, I did indeed get it. I did indeed get it, and I did not shit my pants either. So that was actually of a blessing. So yes, they get that set, and then the Omen today during the sale went with a couple others. I found the Omen here. Yeah, this, you want to know what, man? Honestly, I am so happy to get this set, because at first I didn't want the set. I didn't, because I really only wanted the Flight 2, and because I'm like, I really love that movie. And then I was like, and then I kind of was like, well, fuck my life. I probably should have gotten it. And then I was like, okay, I can't find it at Walmart. I can't find it at fucking Best Buy, and I'm not ordering it on Amazon, because the way Amazon ships, they're this thing's bound to come in a million pieces. So I'm like, well, fuck that. So I decided, well, what the fuck, man? I mean, I probably will never find it. And then a couple weeks ago, man, I'm at Best Buy. It's in the video, and I'm like, oh, holy hell, dude. They have this thing, and it blows my fucking mind. And for a second, I was actually considering leaving it at Best Buy. I really was, because I was like, because I said to myself, who's really going to be looking for the Fly set? Really? I said, maybe I could wait. Maybe. But then I said to myself, well, look, I can't really wait, right? Because if I wait, then maybe that next week it's not going to be there, and I'm like, fuck. So I decided I'm going to buy it. I'm buy it. So that's what I did. So let's unbox this fucker, man. The Flight 2 gets so much hate, but I like it. Definitely great flick, man. So let's get into this. Let's show this off here. Oh. There we go, baby. You know, I think why The Fly 2 gets hate, to be fair, is because it's not David Cronenberg's The Fly, and everyone compares it to The Fly remake, and I think that's the reason why. Because in reality, everyone's like, well, it's not David Cronenberg, and I'm like, well, not many movies can be like David Cronenberg's The Fly. Let's be real here, but I think it's really, really great, though, man. And really, really great. Underrated. Oh. Very nice. Look at that. Oh, look at that. Oh, the back is even better. Oh, shit. Here, I'll show you. Look at that. Oh, look at that. Oh, the back is even better. Oh, my God. Oh, that is so cool. Look at that. Oh, awesome. Oh, that is beautiful. Holy shit. That is nice. Oh my God. And like I said, the other side there. Oh, so cool. My God. That is fucking gorgeous. Holy shit. Oh, okay. So let's dive into this. The first thing I'm seeing they have, yeah, that is nice artwork. Is here is The Fly. Look at that. Look at that. The Fly, man. So awesome. Wow. God. So great. That is awesome. Once it was human, even as you and I, The Fly. Oh, very nice. Oh my God. Oh, I love that. The monster created by Adams, gone wild. Look at that. That's so cool. Oh man. Oh, dude, that is so cool. Oh God, you got that. Then you have. Oh, this is wild art. Holy shit! Look at this. Return of the Fly. Look at that. Whoa. That's wild. Holy shit. That's wild art, man. Holy fuck. Man, they don't make art like this no more. Holy shit. Oh. Oh, what here the scream at the human terror created by Adam's Gone Wild. Scream at the ghastly fly monster as he keeps a love tryst. Scream at the desperate search for the fly with the head of a man. Oh man, that is really cool. Look at that. That is awesome. Holy shit. Oh, that's awesome, man. Wow. That's really cool. Then the next one is what's that? The Curse of the Fly. Oh, look at that. Woo! Nice. Very nice. Look at that. Ooh. Look at that. Piece by piece, atom by atom, humans invisibly teleported through time and space, re-entering Earth as half-human monsters from the fourth dimension. Oh, so good. Oh my God, so great. Look at that. Oh, so cool. Oh man. Oh, that's so cool. Then we have, of course, you gotta have this one. The Fly. Be afraid, very afraid. Oh, this is so. This now this movie. I remember when I watched this movie for the first time. This specific one. And this was actually before I had ever watched like I remember watching like the old school Fly film and everything, and it was before I did that. This was the first one I ever watched in the Fly franchise, and I remember like slowly Jeff Goldblum is turning like this weird fucking, and I'm like thing, and I'm like, oh God. And I'm like, oh, she's so fucking nasty. And I'm like, oh my god. And like the birthing scene where Gina Davis is like gives birth to this weird elongated insect, like, like whatever the fuck it is. And it's like oh, and I'm like, it was one of those the first like major gross out films that I ever really watched. And I was like, oh my god, like, God, I'm about to lose my lunch. Like, this has really got me, man. And this Cronenberg is so good here, man. This is great. This is so good, and I can't say how much I love this movie because it really is fantastic, dude. Oh wow, so they do have that, and last but certainly not least, they do have, oh, so good, The Fly 2, like father, like son. Oh, so awesome. Oh my God. Oh, so great. Oh my God. I love this movie. I love The Fly 2. I really do, man. I just, you know what? I just really loved the story of this young boy that is held up in this facility and can't get out, and then eventually turns into his sort of like his like inner, fly creature self. And I thought the gore, I thought the blood, I thought the special effects, I thought everything was really cool, man. And I thought Eric Stoltz was awesome here, man. Not only is Eric Stoltz really cool here, but Daphne Zuniga is really fantastic here as well, playing his love interest. And I love everything about this film, man. I really honestly do. I mean, granted, I love The Fly more, but The Fly 2 is just almost as good, man. Really love this flick, dude. Love it, man. So this is great. Man, this is awesome. The Fly 2. Of course, The Fly is really great. Curse of the Fly, Return of the Fly. The Fly was awesome. Awesome, man. Awesome. Look at that. Wow. So good. So good. Holy shit. Great. Great. Awesome. This is awesome. Another Scream Factory box set, man. So good. Beauty. That is a beauty, baby. That is a fantastic beauty. So I think that's it, guys. I think that's it for the unboxings. Yeah, I think it is. Yeah. So, yeah. Griff, what are you talking about? No, Griff. Okay. Yeah. I told you guys I dropped the fly box there, right? Griff. Griff, come on, man. Would I hold back on you guys? Would I? Would I hold back on you? I wouldn't hold back on you guys. Wouldn't do it. The popcorn's good though. The popcorn's great. I love the popcorn. Probably needs more butter though, but show us the big one. What are you talking about? The big one? This set. That's sweet. That's sweet, man. Sure. Do you guys really want to see it? Do you guys want to see one more thing? You guys want to see one more thing? You guys gotta let me know. You want to see one more thing? I mean, I'm not gonna show it if you guys aren't interested in it. So you guys gotta let me know if you're interested. Well, okay. You. Okay, well, fine. Oh boy. You came for the review. I thought you came just to see my wonderful face, Griff. Well, I guess not. Okay. Well, fair enough. All right. Well. Well, this is true, Ryan. Okay. I know you guys did. All right. Ah. Okay. Oh. Oh boy. Oh. Oh Lord. Good God, man. Look at this. Look at this friggin' set. Oh, baby. All right. Yeah, you do how you do that. Okay. Fair enough, Griff. Okay. So you guys want to see it. All right. Oh, let's get down to seeing this sucker. Oh. Whoop. Oh. Oh, what is this? Here, what's this? Here, oh. Oh. What's in the box? What's in the box? What's in the box? What's in the box? Is oh my God. Well. Hello, beautiful. Oh my God. I'm gonna cry. I guess I'll show it to you guys. I guess I will. Oh, and that is damn, baby. The Friday the 13th box set. Oh, look at that, baby. Oh, look at that motherfucker right here. Look at this. Look at this beauty. All special features. Jason Voorhees. Look at that. That is beautiful, baby. Absolutely fucking goddamn gorgeous, dare I say, man. Oh, Lord. This thing, I am so beyond happy, man. Look at this thing. This thing is gorgeous, baby. Absolutely gorgeous. Oh my God. This thing is stunning. This thing is absolutely stunning. Holy shit. Now, by the way, I am a big Friday the 13th fan, as you guys can clearly see. We're going to move this box here, at least for the time being, but I am a big Friday the 13th fanboy. Absolutely, I am. If you guys notice, actually, and I'll kind of tilt it up a little bit, you guys can see all the way up there, I have the Friday the 13th DVD set and the tin set. I have both. Yes, indeed. I have both, man. I have both of those sets. Now, I didn't get rid of them. I kept them because I am a big fan of this franchise. I love it. And so I said to myself, well, did I really want this set? Yeah, I'm fucking right I did. So why not? Griff, there is a story to that doll. There's a story to that doll. There is indeed. There is a story to that doll. Uh, Ryan, actually, I already own the Crystal Lake Memories Blu-ray documentary. I do actually already own it, which is why I was happy that it did not come with it because I'm like I already own it, so I didn't really need it. But I understand it though. I get it. So, oh, look at this. Unboxing the sucker. I'm unboxing this very carefully. Oh, look at this. Woo! Okay, let's see this. Oh my god. Oh. Oh, wow. Wow. Live and in charge, baby. the 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 Dow got into a fight with Chuck. Yeah, no, it did not. Oh, very nice. Okay. I'm just being careful taking off the adhesive only because I've heard horror stories of people taking off the adhesive, the little sticker that holds the little insert, and sometimes they end up like actually like ripping off some of the box set, and I'm like, I've heard horror stories. I no. We're not doing that, man. Movies and plays. Huh, interesting. Okay, so here we go. Bam, baby. Right there. Unboxed. And on the other side that had the insert is right there. Very cool right there, man. Very nice. Look at that. Look at that sucker. Very cool. Very nice. Look at that. Okay, so we're gonna take out these movies. Oh my god. It's a massive fucking set. Holy shit. Oh, okay. We got Friday the 13th. Very nice, man. Look at that. Very nice. Oh, classic. Oh, look at that. Awesome. Which by the way, a lot of people it's not really a lot of people's favorite movie. And I kind of understand why because there's not Jason in it essentially. Jason is not like the main person comes at the very end and is even at that point a dream sequence. But I still really appreciate this movie for a lot of different reasons. You know, Mrs. Voorhees, and I like sort of the musical theme that has continued to be iconic to this very day. And it's just a really good movie, man. Of course, it's the one thing that most people really got when the first Scream came out, when it's like, well, who's the killer in the Friday the 13th movie? And she says Jason. And it's like, no, you dumb bitch. It's not fucking Jason. It's Jason's mother. Okay? Common mistake that some people make, but us horror fans, we know better, obviously. But very nice. A ton of special features, man. ton of special features on here, man. Wow. Friday the 13th. And there is actually there is this artwork right here on the flip side. Now, honestly, I've never seen this artwork ever. I don't know whether this was a US theatrical artwork, whether it was a home video artwork, or whether it was maybe something from a European release. I have no idea, man. But I've never seen this one before. But obviously, I'm just gonna stick to the classic one because it's classy. What the hell? I'm gonna stick to that one by far, man. So I will definitely do that. Let's see here. This great set. Mine will not arrive here at least for another 2 weeks. Bernard, good lord, man. Boy, you're gonna have the patience of a saint, man. And Google Play Store movies you will be. Have you seen Rain on Netflix? Okay, I have not seen Rain on Netflix. Is it good? You have to let me know. Then the next thing is Friday the 13th, Part 2, baby. Now, really great movie. Really love this movie. Think it's got one of the best survivor girls in the entire franchise. I love Potato Sack Jason. I really do. You know, it's honestly one of the things because a lot of people, obviously, the hockey mask is iconic, obviously, but something about Potato Sack Jason is really terrifying, man. I don't know whether it's just the like eye hole and just it kind of like has like this really like almost like horrific hillbilly vibe to it, something like that. It really like kind of was like really intimidating, really scary. I really like that, man. But it's got some really great kills in here. It's got a really great Jason. Survivor Girl's great, and I cannot wait because I know in this release actually has it has the uncut footage. A lot of the kills got trimmed down, and everybody thought that the trims were like lost forever, like they would never be found, and Scream Factory actually found them, and I'm shocked. I cannot wait to check that out, man. As a Friday the 13th fan, that's like a holy grail. So that's really cool, man. And I believe on the inside here they have this art right here, which is pretty good with the lettering, but I'm gonna stick with this art right here. Not bad on there for Friday the 13th Part 2. Kill calendar on YouTube. Then they also have Friday the 13th Part 3 in 3D. Look at that. Love that cover, baby. What a great cover, man. Awesome. And the first time that Jason gets the hockey mask, I believe he ends up killing Shelly, if I'm not mistaken, and then takes the hockey mask from Shelly, and of course, never looked back ever since. And it's such a great one. I love all of the like 3D gags. They like end up shoving like like things in front of the camera and everything. I always love that. I thought that was really cool, man. I never really watched like the 3D version with like the 3D glasses or anything, and I can't really even do that now because I don't have a 3D TV, nor do I have a 3D player. But maybe one day I may get a chance to watch the 3D at some point. But Part 3 is really great, though. I do really like part 3, man. And I think this also has artwork too on the inside of it. Oh, it actually does. It has sort of Jason there coming out, out of the window there, which is fine. But I'm gonna stick with this one though. Classy artwork. What is your number one Friday the 13th movie, Theodore? Definitely let me know. I actually agree with you, Sean. I actually kind of think they should have kept the potato sack look. But I have a feeling with, like, the stunt people that are playing Jason, they're probably like, well, you know what, man, you're only giving us a chance to see out of one eyeball. It's a little tough to start attacking people. So I think they probably had to say, well, fuck it, we got to come up with a different way. So Hockey Mask was born. Then, of course, Friday the 13th, part 4, the final motherfucking chapter. And of course, when they say it's the final chapter, it's never the final chapter. Of course. Such a great movie, man. Corey Feldman is absolutely awesome in this movie, man. I love the kills in here. I love Jason as well. Jason is like a hardcore like killing machine in this one, man. He's like really like just going at people. I love the battle between him and Tommy at the end, where Tommy sort of cuts his hair off and everything, and is sort of looking at Jason, and is and is like, Jason, and like Jason looks at him like, wait a minute, am I looking at myself? Like what? Like it's like it just really like was a very surreal thing, man. And of course, it was supposed to be the end, as in they were gonna kill off Jason, and I like what they did, but money talks, bullshit walks, and eventually they were gonna end up doing a part 5 or 6. So man, they were eventually gonna do it, whatever. But this is really cool, dude. This is really great, and I believe there is artwork on the other side. Yes, there is artwork right here as well, which is not a bad art, man. But I do like the classy artwork, though. I do like this much better artwork by far. So I'm definitely keeping that one. Then, part 6. Okay, part 6 is good. We're almost there. We're almost there talking about part 6. Then the next one is Friday the 13th, A New Beginning, part 5, baby. Now, this is a movie that maybe is kind of unjustly hated on. Maybe. It's not that the movie is terrible, but I think the problem with this movie stems from the fact that it's not actually, well, spoiler alert, it's not actually Jason. But I still really love the movie because I think the movie is really quirky, and it's got some really weird and unique characters in there. And I actually like the journey of Tommy in this one, because what I like about Tommy in this film is that after having all that really terrible experience in part 4, he ends up going to this like sort of like almost like a halfway house or something for these troubled kids, and trying to readjust, and whether is Jason really back, or is he going crazy? What's going on? Like I like that aspect to it, and I think the Tommy storyline is pretty good. Yes, it's not a great movie, and yes, of course, I know that it's not Jason, but I still think it's pretty decent, though, man. Now, what I kind of wish would have happened, and I don't know whether it was ever considered. I don't remember whether it was or not. That I wish that Corey Feldman would have come back for part 5. Um, I don't know if that ever got discussed or not, because I figure why not continue with Corey Feldman, but when they couldn't get him, I think they just had to jump forward in time a little bit. But I still think it's pretty darn good of a movie. Weird, but pretty good, decent. This one actually does have artwork as well, and the artwork on this is this one right there, which is not bad, to be honest with you, with the lettering, but again, I will definitely take this one, which I think is the better artwork. So they do have that one. Part 5 was not that bad, but if it was the real Jason, it could have been awesome, but a good revenge kind of twist. Yeah, I do agree with you. Then the next is Jason Lives, baby. Friday the 13th, part 6. So good. So good. This movie is awesome, man. I this is sort of, I guess if I were to say, this is sort of the rock and roll version of Jason Voorhees. This is the rock and roll movie of the franchise, because with the cool kills and that opening sequence, which is fucking phenomenal, man. Like, he comes back to life almost like Frankenstein or something. Love it so much, man. I think it's really brilliant, really awesome. I love CJ Graham playing Jason here. I think he does an awesome job. I like certain things, like when the paintballers are going out and thinking that they're paintballing Jason, and he just comes back and like slices them. And I love Tommy Jarvis in this, man. I think Tommy Jarvis is really great. Between 4, 5, and 6, I think it's a really great through line for Tommy. I love Tom Matthews playing the character. He does a really awesome job in the role. And I love, and this is one of the only times in the franchise, I think, that it's ever happened, is that the camp is actually open and there's actually kids at the camp. And the little kids are terrified. Like, I don't think that's ever happened in the other films. This was one of the times that you actually got to see that, and I thought that was actually really brilliant and really cool, man. So this is a fun film, man. I love the movie. The music is great here. That great Alice Cooper song is really fantastic. There's a lot of great things with this film, man. Friday the 13th Part 6 is freaking awesome. Now with this one, you actually don't get any inside artwork, which I thought we actually might, but actually no, we don't. You only get here just picture of Jason. Okay. Not bad still. So you get Friday the 13th, Part 6. Very, very nice. Ronald. Movie. I did. Ronald, I actually did check out that movie. I actually ended up showing it off when it came out that week that I did the Out and About. It's actually a pretty cool little flick that I actually really did enjoy, man. So I definitely did check that one out. But back to more Friday the 13th goodness with Friday the 13th, The New Blood. Of course, Part 7. Basically, it's Carrie versus Jason Voorhees in a pretty much roundabout way, man. Really, really great movie. Really, really awesome flick, man. I really thought this was a really, really cool little flick. I love the special effects in here when she's kind of using her mind, and like things like the matches lighting, or the sofa going at him, or she ends up like having the light swing and it hits him and he falls down through the floor. Like, I like shit like that, man. I really love. And the first time that Kane Hodder ever played Jason motherfucking Voorhees, man. And the franchise really never looked back. And he's awesome in this role. He is brutal. I will admit, Kane Hodder's Jason is just unrelenting and just completely just like almost like this, just like crazy killer that is just when he's focused on you, he's laser focused, and he is going to literally come at you and grab you no matter what you do, man. You cannot escape this motherfucker. Love this movie. Love this movie so much, man. Really fantastic. Fantastic flick, man. Now, the problem with this movie is that the kills all got sort of cut down. Unfortunately, the MPAA at this point when this movie was made is that basically they were basically boycotting a lot of horror films, and horror films were bad, and there was, Congress was even getting involved, and telling kids to stay away from horror films, and the MPAA was just cutting movies like crazy, man. Just, cut this down and cut it down and cut it down, and eventually they just cut it down to barely anything. And I feel bad for the movie doing that, but I still think it's a good movie regardless. And there has been other editions of this that have come out that has seen the footage before, so it's still a worthy movie to watch. But just go in knowing that the kills are very truncated, because it wasn't the filmmaker's fault. They just end up really got their legs cut out from under them because the MPA just really just said fuck you, man. So it's unfortunate, but and also I will say with this movie is it's a great looking Jason, man. When the mask comes off and you see Jason's face, like that is great, man. Like that is the stuff of nightmares. I love that. So there's a lot to really like him in part 7. There really is, man. And this one again does not have any inside art. It actually just basically just him with the axe is basically it. But not bad, because again, really great movie regardless. Kane Hodder is the best Jason in my opinion. I would probably agree with that, Storm. I probably would. I love the powers in part 7. If my convention happens in February, I'm taking that set to get signed if they get one of the. Oh, Ryan, I hope that happens, man. The head split scene at the end by special effects with Tommy is amazing. I agree, Tyler. Definitely agree, man. Because the movie was so wrong, it has to take. Oh well. Let's talk about part 8. Jason Takes Manhattan, or Jason on a Boat. Oh man, what a great concept, man. What a great concept for a movie. Jason Goes to Manhattan. Just imagine being in a pitch meeting with like executive from the studio. What if we take Jason Voorhees out of Crystal Lake and into the Big Apple? Like that. That is just a really great idea, man. And God damn it, man. They couldn't pull it off, man. They couldn't pull it off. They couldn't do it. God bless their hearts, man. They tried. They tried for maybe like the last like 15, 20 minutes of the movie, and that's about it. That being said, I got to admit that I still really like this movie. Warts and all, I still really do, man. There's a few things that I really like about this movie. One, Kane Hodder coming back as Jason, still really great. Some of the kills are really cool here. Like, I love the one where it's on the boat with the when they're on the dance floor and he's literally strangling her and he ends up throwing her violently on the floor. Like, that's so good. I love the guitar death. I think the guitar death is really great. I love when he literally like punches that guy and literally his head goes flying. I love that. I think the humor is really good too. I love when Jason kicks the boombox and they're like, "Hey, motherfucker," and all he has to do is open up his fucking mask, and those guys are like, "Oh fuck, man, I'm out, dude." I love that. Yes, the movie is not mainly takes place in Manhattan, and I am disappointed in moments where like he's on the subway and I'm like, oh my god, you could hack and slash those motherfuckers like crazy, and he's just only laser focused on the two kids. But I was still though, I still really do like this movie. Even that stuff at the end with like the toxic waste. And like, and by the way, that Jason looks pretty fucking bad, dude. With like, it looks like a Muppet. It looks pretty fucking terrible, man. But that being said, it actually is a pretty fun flick, man. And I give it a pass. I honestly do give it. Yeah, I give it a pass. It's got issues, but you know, I give it a little bit of a rest, man. Now, this one again does not have actual inside artwork to it, but it does have just him out there with the hockey mask sign in the background, so it's not bad there. So there you go, man. Very interesting. Still really cool, man. Still really cool indeed. So I got that one. Then, of course, we got to go to a really great one, man. Let's see. Theodore and like this, Jason is scared of water, and he was in the water to get the ship on the boat, and there's the one confusing. Yeah, it is confusing. No, I do get you, Theodore. Manhattan gets shit on because it was mostly not in Manhattan, but I love it when Jason knocks the black dude's head off like a basketball. Yeah, that is pretty cool, Tyler. It was on a boat. Yeah, it was mostly on a boat. Yeah, I know. So we go from barely in Manhattan to him going to hell. Well, okay, kind of misleading because he doesn't really go to hell, but Jason goes to hell the final Friday. Let me tell you guys something. I really like this movie. I really do. This movie is one of the ones that supremely gets shit on. I mean, really, this movie gets shit on a lot, man. Like literally. Yeah, the cover is really good. I like that little thing that comes out, which isn't really in the movie, but whatever. It's it's a weird movie. I think out of all of the Jason movies, this is I think the weirdest of all of the Jason films. I mean, the body hopping, the weird comedy. They literally go to the fucking Jason Voorhees house and the fucking Necronomicon is there. Like what the actual fuck? Like what? Like, I'm like, what the hell is going on here? Like this is so weird, man. And it's like I remember watching it for the first time, and they're doing the autopsy on Jason, and Jason has just been blown to fucking smithereens, and the coroner is literally looking at the heart, and the heart is like, I don't know whether he hasn't eaten all day, or whether he's been on like this vegetarian diet and just looked at the heart and just said fuck it. But like he starts to fucking eat the heart. And once he starts to eat the heart, so suddenly it's like the possession of Jason's heart like gets into his body, and it's like and I'm like, oh, what the fuck? And it just gets so weird, man. But I gotta tell you, I love the weirdness in this thing, and it just even like Creighton Duke, the character of Creighton Duke in the movie, he talks about how Jason Voorhees killed his best girl and he's been on the hunt for this guy. And I'm like, dude, where the fuck have you been the last 8 goddamn movies? Seriously, where have you been, man? Like, he's in Crystal Lake. Like, if you're hunting for Jason, fucking hang out in one of the cabins. You're bound to find the motherfucker. But whatever, man. He's been on the hunt for Jason. And there's a part of the movie where he talks about like he equals Jason to a like a little girl in a pink dress with a hot dog, and I'm like what it just, man, I don't know what they were thinking when they were making this movie, man. Like even like that scene, like the shaving scene, like they strap the cop down and shave, and I'm like, what? I'm like, what in the fuck? So weird. But there's something about the weirdness of this movie that I really love and really cherish, because I think I think they just thought of, and I remember hearing interviews from Adam Marcus and Sean Cunningham and everything, and they were like, you know what, we wanted to make a movie that was so different from the other Friday the 13th movies, and they did it, man. They literally made the most weirdest and out there Friday the 13th movie ever, but there's some sort of charm about this movie that I love, and I love the unrated cut. Like the unrated cut is the best cut of this movie. Like just the madness of this film, the blood and the gore, like it brings everything here, man. I loved it. Even Jason Voorhees coming out of that woman's snatch, I'm like, oh my god. I'm like, good lord. This is, I'm like, there's never gonna be another movie like this, man. God damn it. And I appreciate the boldness. I really do. Holy shit. Jason Goes to Hell, the final motherfucking Friday. But just like the final chapter, yeah, wasn't the end. Wasn't the end at all, man. You do get a little bit slightly different artwork, very slightly different, but it's really only the lettering that's really different. But outside of that, it's the same thing, so not bad on that one, man. Not bad at all. Very, very interesting. Yeah. So then the next one, and that is none other than Jason in motherfucking space. Jason X. Jason motherfucking X, man. Okay, so Jason X, right? I love, love, love this movie. Now look, Jason is not the only one to go in the space. He definitely will never be the last. I mean, you had, God, let's see here. You had Critters go to space. You had Leprechaun in space. You had Hellraiser going to space. And then this one as well. Out of all of the ones that went to space, my favorite one is Jason X. By far. Clearly. I think this is actually a really fun flick, man. The kills are actually really fun. It's a cheesy sci-fi flick, but there's something fun about it, like the kill with the woman going into I'm assuming it's some sort of like nitroglycerin like freezing thing, and her face freezes and he slams her head down. I like that kill. I do enjoy I do enjoy the fact that you can kill Jason and you just have to try to avoid this motherfucker. I love the Uber Jason look. I think Uber Jason looks really cool, man. And I kind of wish there was a sequel to Jason X, because it's like the Uber Jason, you don't get to spend enough time with it. I always wanted more with Uber Jason, man. I love how they sort of go back to things like the sleeping bag kill and some sort of, like the cheesiness with the sets and the colors and the costumes and everything. I mean, it's not to be taken crazy seriously, but at the same time, I like the inventiveness of it. And I think the one thing you have to appreciate about this film, kind of like how you have to appreciate with Jason Goes to Hell, is that it's just a different type of Friday the 13th movie. I mean, because I think when these movies went over to New Line after being at Paramount. I think Sean Cunningham probably said, hey, look, we've made 8 films with, Jason stalking campers and everybody. Let's try to make some different movies. And whether you like those movies or not, you got to appreciate the fact that they tried their hardest to do something different. And this is way different, man. It's a unique, interesting horror in space tale. Cheesy as it may be, it's actually really fun. Not bad. So you do get this cover right here, and I think... Interesting. So you do get this one here as well, this artwork. Not bad. There as well. So you do get Jason X. I like Jason X, man. I really do. I thought Jason X was fun, man. Jason X is the best one because it's in space, and I love the Super Jason. Definitely agree with you, Theodore, 100%, man. Jason X has actually introduced me to the Jason character. I haven't seen the entire franchise. Shame the box set is so expensive. Yeah, Silhouette Animator. It is really expensive, unfortunately, man. But if you can spare the change, it's worth it. So, then on to the next one, guys. So, the next one we got here, let me just end up this here, is Freddy versus Jason. Baby, look at that. The Springwood slasher versus the Camp Blood Killer. Very, very nice. Very, very nice indeed, man. Love me Freddy versus Jason. I actually saw Freddy versus Jason in the movie theater with my friend Bob. We saw it. And now, crazy enough, this was before the whole, versus stuff. Because, after this came Alien versus Predator, and then a bunch of other movies like it. And, Ginger Deadman versus Evil Bong, and there's a whole other shit, man. I really love this movie, man. I really do. As a fan of both the Friday the 13th and Nightmare on Elm Street franchise, this was my favorite, man. It honestly really, really was. Swear to God. And I was so worried about this movie because I'm like, how are you going to make a Freddy versus Jason movie? Because in some weird way, even though they're both horror icons and the horror franchises have similar elements, they're very different. And, Jason has a different personality than Freddy, and Freddy's more jokey. And I kind of always was like, I'm not sure about this. I'm not sure how it's going to work. And I remember they had an article talking about how that this movie had been in development hell for literally years upon years upon years. Like, nobody could crack the story of this. At some point there was these weird cult members called the Fred Heads, and there was I think at one point Jason Voorhees was on trial. I think at another point they were in hell, and Pinhead was the referee, and I think there was another one where there was a fake Jason and then a real Jason that was the killer, and there were so many different storylines and concepts, and I think they went with the best storyline, which is a simple storyline. It's not crazy, but it was easy to understand. One person is trying to get these people to fear him again, and might as well bring Jason out of the shadows to do it and control him. I like that. I like that aspect to it. Yes, Freddy doesn't really get a lot of kills in, but I think it's still a really good, great little versus movie, man. I really love this. I thought the kills are great. I love the bed kill where he's just stabbing and stabbing and stabbing and then folds the bed. I love that death. I think that death is awesome. I love I love that really great death with the with the guy who smokes weed, and the Freddy caterpillar is sort of coming and it goes inside him. Oh, and then he gets hacked in half. I really like that. I thought it was a really good movie. I like Monica Keena as the survivor girl. I like John Ritter's son is in here. I like Hat as well. I mean, there's a lot of really good things to like in this movie, man. And honestly, nobody knew it at the time, which is really sad now that you really think about it years later. Is that this was really the last time that Robert Englund in a feature film was gonna play Freddy Krueger, and that nobody knew that shit at the time. I mean, even at the end of the film, it might have kind of set up a sequel, and they talked about oh, there's gonna be one where like Ash from Evil Dead is gonna be here, and they're gonna fight both of them. And I thought that would have been cool. It never happened, a sequel, but I still think this is a really great film. And if you're a fan of both of the franchises, this is like a horror fan's wet dream. So, kind of makes sense, man. I really do enjoy this flick quite a lot. It is really fun, man. I do, dude. Thank you for live stream. Keep it up. Thank you, Ian, for being a part of the live stream, sir. I love it. It makes me think that they should do another one with serial killer battle each other. Like, yeah, I would like to see more battle films, but again, different studios doing different characters, and how are you actually gonna make that work? It's really tough, man. Oh well, that would be great, Tyler, if they were to do that. Talk about things that I'd love to see. Hey, what's up, Eddie? How are you, sir? And the next one is the 12th and final one, Friday the 13th remake, man. Wow. Well, this one. I saw this in the movie theater. I saw this with John and Bob and Van, and we saw this movie, and I'm of two minds about this movie. I'm of two minds about it. On one hand, I look at this movie and I say to myself, it's not terrible. It's got some decent kills in there. I like Derek Mears as Jason Voorhees. I think it was a fun flick. On the other hand, I'm like, it's kind of just a rehash of parts 1 through 4, and why did it have to be a remake? Why couldn't we have just continued the series in some way, shape, or form? I don't know, man. I see. I've only ever watched this film once. I watched it in the theater, and I've never watched it again. And it's not that the movie is terrible. It's just that I've never been fully engaged with this movie. I didn't like the teenagers so much. The kills are decent, but again, a lot of it is a rehash of 1 through 4. It's not the atrocity that something like a Nightmare on Elm Street remake is, but it's not a really great horror remake like, say, the Texas Chainsaw Massacre remake, which I think is really a fantastic horror remake. So I may have to revisit this film again. I've been hesitant to revisit it because the one positive outcome is that I can rewatch it and really like the film, right? I can say to myself, okay, I really like this movie, and I cannot wait to rewatch it. and it's got a lot of really great value. Or the flip side of that is, oh my God, I this movie is even worse than I thought it is, and it's really bad, and oh God, this is a piece of trash. Like I don't want it to be the opposite end. So I'm of two minds of this. On one hand, I really wanna watch this movie. On the other hand, I'm very hesitant because I was of two minds of it when I saw it for the first time, but I don't want to hate on a Friday the 13th film because I love Friday the 13th so much. But this film, this remake is one of those remakes that I wasn't quite in love with. But maybe rewatching it, it could be better. It's possible. Then you also end up getting this artwork here, which is not bad, but I'll probably stick with this artwork right here. That's not terrible, so I will stick with that one. But I'm torn about this film. Definitely torn about this one, guys. Very torn about it. The opening 15 minutes was fantastic. Yeah, it was pretty decent. But again, it's very much a recap of parts 1 through 4, I would say. The remake was so wrong as well. Jason now runs, like, why did he, but why not running the franchise? I love it still. The best kill is the one with the guy who got killed on the truck. Yeah, the truck kill was really cool. I mean, one part of the remake, some good TNA. We asked Ryan, there is some good TNA in there. Yeah, see, my friend John even ended up complaining about that too. He's like, wow, I didn't realize that Jason was Usain Bolt, and I'm like, I mean, one of the things I always loved about Jason in the other films, to be fair, right? One of the things I always loved about Jason was that he was like, you could run as far as you could with Jason, right? You could try to run anywhere in Camp Crystal Lake, and Jason can just walk as slow as he can, and he's going to get you. He's going to get you. He's going to kill you, and you cannot stop it. And this time around, Jason is just very much like running, running like this, and a part of me kind of gets turned off by that. A part of me kind of does. But then again, a part of me is also like, this is a Jason that is still figuring out how to kill, and a Jason that is still figuring out how to be a good slasher. So in some ways, he's still learning. So I kind of give it a little bit of a pass. I don't know, it's kind of tough, man. But it's got its good moments, it's got its bad moments. I do agree, Ryan, that the TNA definitely does help. And then last but certainly not least in this set, you do have the Friday the 13th collection bonus materials. Now, it is spread over 2 discs. Now, this thing, it has a lot of stuff here. It has new location featurettes, a new interview with composer Harry Manfredini, 2 documentaries. One's on the Scream Queens and one on the slasher film genre, Crystal Lake victims, and a hell of a lot more, man. This set is absolutely amazing. It even comes with a really great booklet as well, and this booklet has it has a bunch of pictures and articles and everything about the movie and the franchise and everything. Really great, man. This is a really awesome set. It really honestly is, dude. The moment this thing went on sale, I knew I had to pick it up. I knew I had to. I knew I had to pre-order it, and like, will there ever be a true definitive edition of a Friday the 13th set? Is the real thing I kind of want to ask you guys, because the first 4 films, I believe, are mastered in 4K, if I'm not mistaken. I believe they are. Yeah, the new for a 4K scan. They're in 4K. And the problem is that the rest of the films are not have a 4K scan to them. So, what do you guys think about that? I'm kind of curious. What do you guys think about the fact of the other films not being in 4K? Do you think that we may see a box set, who knows, a year, 2 years, 3, 4 years from now, that are going to have all the films in 4K? Do you think that this is the be all end all Friday the 13th box set, kind of like when the Halloween franchise box set came out, that was the be all end all set, but then again, they could release a be all end all set just all in 4K. For me, I'm not gonna lie, this is probably the last Friday the 13th box set I'm ever gonna pick up. Truth be told, man, because I mean, I have the other two box sets. I have the Paramount one, which has 1 through 8, and I also have the 10 set, which I didn't get rid of as well. So now having this is kind of like the icing on the cake at this point. I don't think I'm ever going to need another Friday the 13th box set ever again. Right? I mean, look at this thing. This thing is beautiful. This thing is gorgeous. I don't think I'm ever going to need another Friday the 13th set ever in my life. I don't know if you guys ever agree with me on this, but like, there's certain times when a box set comes out and you say to yourself, like, this is the definitive set. You're never going to get another set that's like this. It was the same with the Halloween box set. When I saw the Scream Factory Omen box set, I kind of feel like, when they have those movies, it's like, that's the set. Those are the movies, and this is as good as it's going to get. We're never going to get any better. Some people argue and say, look, we can get a 4K set with all the movies in 4K, but do you really want that? I mean, maybe, but I think this is the be-all, end-all. This honestly is what I think, guys. I mean, truly. I think it is, man. Very, very much so. The be-all, end-all. Beautiful, beautiful set, man. Fantastic. Absolutely gorgeous, man. Sean Bowman, Potato Sack, Jason Rand. Okay. Yeah, okay, I guess you're right. The Potato Sack Jason did run. But then again, he was still finding his footing, so I kind of maybe cut him some slack. I think so. Now let's get Elm Street and Scream. I agree with you, Ryan. Let's get those sets. I don't think we're going to see a collection set for Scream anytime soon, especially when Part 5 is literally filming as we speak. So I don't think that that's even an option at this point. But God, please, a Nightmare on Elm Street set. I'm hoping, man. I really honestly am. First four look amazing with the 4K scan. Thank you, Potts. I've heard good things about it, so I definitely am looking forward to that. So, along with the box set, I also did get the posters as well. There's two posters in here, guys. I'm not really gonna show the posters right now because they're kind of like, you know, in here pretty well. So I don't want to take them out and ruin them right now. But basically, the two posters in here. One poster is actually of the wraparound for the actual box set itself. Shows off all of the actual Jason Voorhees versions from all of the films, which is really cool. And then the other one was a cool exclusive that Scream Factory did, which is basically the art of Jason coming out of the water attacking Alice. And it's so cool because in the background there's like dead bodies all around on the ground and in the trees, and Mrs. Voorhees is in the background. It's really cool, man. These are ones I gotta get framed. I told my girlfriend like I would like some like cool frames for my posters, you know, Hanukkah gift, just saying. So I kind of did that. So yeah, man, this set is absolutely massive. It's amazing. I paid a hefty price to pre-order this on Scream Factory's website, but I have no complaints whatsoever. I really honestly don't. I um as far as the actual issues with the set, because there is a couple issues as I talked about previously. There's small missing footage from the unrated cut of Part 9. I believe there's a little bit of missing audio from Jason X. There's some issues with the 3D stuff in Part 3. There is some minor issues with the set, but I think Scream Factory is going to end up actually going out of their way to probably do replacement discs and get everything fixed. But I think they just want to get the sets out there to people before they actually announce any sort of replacement disc stuff. But I'm patient. I know Scream Factory is going to end up making this right. But right now, just looking at the set is absolutely gorgeous. It's amazing, and I cannot ask for anything better. Honestly, I'm blown away by this set. All the films, the artwork, the cover. It looks like the special features. It's massive. It's a huge, gorgeous looking set, and for Friday the 13th deserves it. Now, can we please get one for A Nightmare on Elm Street? Now, can we please do it? Please. Good Lord, man. We really do need that badly, man. Thank you, Jess Vox. Really appreciate it, man. Real Daniel, man. I hope yours comes in the mail really soon, dude. I know a lot of people got theirs already. I know some people are waiting still, but when you get this in the mail, man, you're gonna love it. It's gonna be killer. Well, no pun intended, but it'll be good, man. Storm. I see Paramount eventually releasing the first movie in 4K, similar to how the original came to 4K. We'll definitely need a Nightmare on Elm Street collection if anyone can make it happen to Scream Factory. I do agree with that. I think at this point I trust boutique labels like Scream Factory releasing these box sets. Like I said, I own the Critter set. I own the Omen set. I I I now own the Fly collection set. I own the Friday the 13th collection set. I want a Nightmare on Elm Street set just as much as I want like Howling 4, 5, and 6 out on like a box set itself. It would be cool to get a Ghoulies one, a Scream one, but I'm not gonna wait for these major studios to do it because they're not gonna do it right. I think places like Scream Factory and Arrow doing like the Scarlet box set for the three Hellraiser films. It's companies like those that are gonna put out the sets that are really gonna be worth it, and somebody eventually is gonna pull the trigger on a Nightmare on Elm Street set. It's gotta happen, man. But until that day, a man can dream, can he? Man can definitely dream. I've been waiting to get the Fly collection set. The Fly collection set, Sleepy Vampire Boy, is fantastic. It's gorgeous, absolutely, absolutely amazing, man. This thing is awesome. Such a great set, great, beautiful, beautiful set, man. Absolutely great. Real Daniel, I'm pumped. I just got the Fly collection the other day from my Best Buy. Oh, so awesome, man. I'm so glad you actually got that. It is great, isn't it? It looks amazing, man. Really fantastic. I'm pumped to finally have that in the collection as well. Yeah, man. before I let you guys go, and I'm gonna go in a few minutes because I've been on this live stream for almost 3 hours, so I've been literally like chatting with you guys and chilling with you guys for a while now. But um, everybody said that, or has said at least, that 2020 has been really bad for physical media, but I don't see it, man. I don't see it. I don't see that it's been bad for physical media at all. I think it's been great. I mean, there's so many great releases that have come out here in the US and overseas. And I think that, yes, the market is getting smaller, but when I see great releases like the Friday the 13th set, or some of the really great Region 2 releases, the stuff that Arrow is releasing, and Vinegar Syndrome and Severin and the Dark Force Entertainment, Criterion, so many really great things that are coming out. I look at all the physical media out there in the world and I say there's still really great media out there to consume. You just have to be willing to give things a chance, and you have to be willing to open up your wallet a little bit. But if you do, I think there's really great stuff on the horizon. And I think 2020 just reinforces, at least for physical media, not for anything else, because it's been a terrible year for a lot of things. But I think it just reinforces that, physical media is going to survive. It may get smaller, it may get more niche, it may not be in as many retail stores as we might like, but somehow, some way, it's going to find a way to still carry on. And I really greatly appreciate it, man. I honestly do. So for me, as a physical media lover, I've been pleasantly surprised by 2020 so far, and it's box sets like the Friday the 13th box set that make the waiting all the more worth it, because physical media is truly that worth it. So that's my thoughts, guys. But Sleepy Vampire Boy, physical media will never die. As easy and convenient digital is, the quality is just not there with digital. We're in complete agreement, sir. Did you get the Wonder Woman Blu-ray? Christopher, I did not. I I'm actually kind of waiting on that one. It's a big enough title that I can wait on a bit, but no, I didn't pick it up yet. Ryan, I'm actually streaming right now only because my Blu-ray player died on me and I can't get a new one until the 21st. That's cool, Ryan. No big deal. At least you have an excuse, man. Great pickup about the Omen set at Walmart. Great. Well, definitely, man. Wow. So I want to thank you guys for being part of this live stream. It's been incredibly fun, man. I didn't think I was gonna go 3 hours, but apparently, with showing off all of the media, eventually I was gonna probably carry over a little bit of time. But no, man, I really appreciate all you guys hanging in there. I know some of you left because you had to end up going to sleep. Some of you woke back up like, oh my God, he's still doing the fucking live stream. Yeah, I know. It's kind of nuts, man. No, I appreciate you guys so much in the chat, coming on board, spending 3 fucking hours with me. I appreciate it so much, guys. I honestly do. You guys are killer. You're amazing. You're fantastic. Thank you for the love, and I hope that me doing these live streams, I hope you guys like them, and I hope I give the love right back to you guys. So thank you, and if you're new to the live streams, if you're new to the channel, welcome. Check out the other live stream videos that I've done. Check out the Blu-ray and DVD Tuesday videos I do every single week. Check out the movie hunting videos, the Dollar Tree movie hunting videos where I just did not too long ago a recent massive 5 hour long Dollar Tree video, which was insane. Check out the Blu-ray pickup videos. And just so you guys know, I know it's going to be a little late, but the Blu-ray pickup video for August, unfortunately, is not going to come out this weekend. I was hoping, but family issues are kind of coming up a little bit, so that is pushed back till next weekend. I apologize, but it is coming. It is. Just wait. It is going to happen. So, just stay tuned because it will. And there's also going to be some special videos coming really soon as well. My friends and I are going to be making another horror movie playlist video. We're going to be making another horror movie playlist video very soon. Another top 10 of movies that we recommend during the Halloween horror season. Cannot wait to do that video and talk to you guys about some more really great horror flicks. It's going to be really fun. And of course, always the Tuesday videos as well, showing off the new releases. So a lot of really cool stuff, man. So if you're a fan of movies, physical media, definitely keep up to date with everything I'm doing. Check out the videos on the channel and hope you subscribe. And I will see you guys next time for another live stream craziness video. Probably not going to be 3 hours, but it'll be interesting, man. Take care, everybody. And remember, support physical media.